We are live. What are we talking about? We're talking about the masterclass and what are people saying. So you may have seen a little bit about what people are saying. We have masterclass running right now, hollywoodgatekeepers.com/masterclass. That we always name things like we're very clever and cheeky with our names. It's like hollywoodgatekeepers.com homeroom. We don't try to hide things. So hollywoodgatekeepers.com/masterclass. Today is the last one in just a couple of hours, getting all ready. It's so exciting. So we dive into the masterclass. So here's how all this works. If you're new to the Hollywood Gatekeepers group, YouTube channel, wherever you're seeing this today, this all works where we have basically, we have free trainings that we do every single week in our Hollywood Gatekeepers Facebook group, on YouTube, in Instagram. Is it on Instagram? What are them there kids saying about that? I don't know who that was, sorry. It's on Instagram, in Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, in Facebook, in our Facebook group. Okay, so we do live sessions. That's the point. We do free trainings every single week. We talk about being a reader. Sometimes we talk about writing screenplays because we also talk about finishing your screenplay. Sometimes we talk about lifestyle because we really feel a couple of things about being a reader is that if you have your life together a little more, if you like know kind of, even if you're just admitting to what your things are, we have a thing called the look method, that you look at the things in your life. And when you look at the things in your life, you're able to create better relationships with people that then creates better screenplays. You're able to do, if you're going to be someone who does coverage and is a reader, you want to be able to make sure that you aren't bringing your own critical mind that is, in your head telling you how awful you are. You don't want to bring that mind into your coverage, so we work on our mind, what we call our mind trash. We take out the trash. We get rid of things that hold us back. We get rid of things that keep us down. We get rid of all of that so that all of that stuff's out of there so that when you pick up a coverage, none of that is coming into the coverage because that shouldn't even apply. It should just be you're looking at the coverage and you're pulling the great things out of it. And you're like really kind of saying, okay, here's the cool things and let's fix this so we can really shine with this. So this idea, of everything that we're doing in here is to benefit the reader, benefit the writer, benefit the producer, benefit the coverage. That is where we're coming from. Now we come at this at all different kinds of angles, but it's all with the same goal in mind. So we do free trainings every week. And then we also do the masterclass. The masterclass is where we fire hose of information, where someone said yesterday, you talk too fast. I'm like, I know I do. But I just want to get as much information that I can across, and I want to make sure that we're doing it in a way that doesn't take up too much of your time, and that we're just like, here it is, like lay it out. So the masterclass, we lay it all out. What is a reader? What is compensation? What is a coverage? Is it right for you? We have little questions that we ask so you can really ask yourself, is this something that's right for me? And then we also have paid programs where you can take our course. These are the things that we offer. And so we offer it in all different kinds of ways. And so we do the masterclass a couple of times a year. When we do that, we open up enrollment for anybody who wants to dive in. Some people stay and just continue in the Gatekeepers Facebook group. And some people really know that I am someone who wants to invest in myself, invest in my future, invest in what I'm going to do with my life. And I'm going to double down and I'm going to learn how to do this. And so we offer all different avenues, paths of doing this. And you do the path dance. Everyone has to do that. Are you doing it? Are you? So that's the path that we provide. That's what we do, is we try to put the steps together. And people are having a lot of fun in there. And so I think I posted like what some of the people are saying, but it's just, people have been it's been really fun. This has been some of the best groups that we've ever had this week have been in the masterclass. And it's been, every group kind of takes on their own sort of persona. And it's really interesting what sometimes, like the other day, we had like 80s, like all these 80s movies that people love, because we ask you a lot about your relationship with movies. We want you to start thinking about that in a different way. So it's just really cool. And people, I saw people connecting with each other. Oh, I'm from here and I'm from there. And it's really fun. So we dive in and people have been like just talking about like, Heather, thank you so much for such a fantastic presentation. Thank you for sharing your experience and helping others to succeed. Thank you for valuing people, which I absolutely love. And Deidre's in our program. She's so great. Thank you so much. This was amazing, just deciding which track is right for me. Thank you so very much, everyone. Thank you for being so attentive to our questions. Joy, Doug, and Shri. And Carolyn, thank you so very much for sharing your knowledge and incredible, wonderful energy with us. I love it. And that's Marissa. She's so Awesome. So, and it's great because we have, there's a live chat, and Doug and Cherie and Joy, they hang out in there and they answer questions. And then I answer questions. I stay and they pull questions out because there's a lot of people commenting. And there's thousands of people sign up for the masterclass. So it's very active in there. And so there's a lot of people, we get a lot of questions, and I will stay. And then often we stay and we just start chatting, and I tell some Hollywood stories, and I tell, people ask whatever questions they have about reading, and then we just chat for a little while at the end. So that's kind of how the masterclass works. Yes, we do offer mentorship in this area. So that's what the programs are. So when you come to the masterclass, I don't know if you've attended it yet. So when you come to the masterclass, we kind of show you all the different ways that we offer mentorship so that you can dive in, and really, there's so many things that people are doing. We're going to talk more about that tomorrow. Tomorrow, we're going to talk about people that are in our programs and what they're doing with their careers, so that you can kind of get a glimpse as to what happens kind of behind the scenes once people are in the programs. So today, I just wanted to kind of give you a feel of what is the masterclass, since it's the last one, last chance. Ed, and he's got a job, and he that he does within the community. I mean, so Ed's so awesome, and yeah, that's so great. Thank you, Ed. I think it is true. It's truly one of the most inclusive and supportive communities I've ever been a part of. It really is. I mean, it's just like a wacky, wild bunch in there, and we just have so much fun. So, and really, also we support each other. Sometimes we talk about things that are difficult, and sometimes we talk about things that are cool and fun and silly, and sometimes we just, hang out. And sometimes, most of the time, we talk about coverages, and we talk about how can you make that coverage really, really reflect you as someone who is an expert in this field, and how it can reflect how you are reflecting the story and not anything having to do with the bad day you had. Because I think too many readers start from, I've had a bad day and I'm going to take it out of this screenplay. I think not intentionally, of course, but I think we want to get to a place where we're actually having someone come in to show us how to regulate ourselves, so that we can start from a calm, centered place of love and really focus on people's work. I know it might sound sort of out there and woo-woo and silly and Pollyanna and whatever, but I see it making a difference. I see it making the coverages that people are writing are just spectacular. We've had a producer that wrote to one of the readers, came out of our program. She read for him. He wrote her this letter that talked about how astounded he was by her coverage. And so it's that kind of thing is just so exciting. So tune in tomorrow and we'll talk about what screeners are doing, but mostly come. It's our last one and there's no replay. We just decided let's double down, show up live, because it makes such a difference when you show up live. The power of showing up is so important. I'm always like, what can I show up to? When you show up to things, that's how stuff happens. So show up in the masterclass. We will be there in a couple of hours. It starts at noon Pacific time, and we'll be there and we'll just give you all the information. So these sessions that we do and the masterclass, it's all about information, information, information. And then the next step is implementation. How are you going to implement? And that's where you make that decision. So we will see you in the masterclass. Thanks, you guys. Can't wait to see you tomorrow too. And thanks, Ed.